Hey everyone, it is Matt with ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, or at least the one that autoplays after you watched everything else, but that is okay. Hi, welcome. So today, against my better judgment, I am going to do the impossible, predicting the 10 qualifiers from Eurovision 2025. Now, let's be real, this semi is stacked like a Jenga tower, just held together by hope, by sheer hope. And do I want to predict this? No, I don't want to do this. Is it virtually impossible? Absolutely, but tradition is tradition. And by tradition, I mean I've already committed to this bit and there's no way out because I've done it for semi-final one. So let's just press on. But will I get these right? Unlikely. Will I still act like a visionary if I get only 5 of them right? You bet I will. So let's talk Eurovision. And before we begin, though, by the way, just a quick disclaimer. These predictions are based off on prior voting patterns, thoughts, gut feelings, and of course the fact that I predicted qualification last time around of a country that wasn't even that semi. So take it with a grain of salt and set your expectations accordingly. Now, you can also mute this video and yell at the screen. That works as well. It's your call. By the way, as always, please like and subscribe, blah, 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 because algorithm, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Okay, we start with the first to last place. We're going to go for all 16 countries real quick. In first place, I mean, that I think is a qualifier and will finish first in the semi, is Israel. I still believe that this is a likely televote winner, especially if you're looking at recent televote voting patterns. I feel pretty confident in my prediction here. Israel will be first. And then the country I'm putting as the second qualifier in second place, Austria, and the country that looked at Eurovision and said, what if we made a vibey art film but then dropped a sick beat at the end? And I'll admit, the monochrome black and white aesthetics had me worried at first, like, did someone forget to pay the color bill? But I think it works. I think it does. Yes, it's dramatic, but it's also vocally impressive, and just when you think it's a straightforward pop opera, if you will, bam! Techno, camera cuts, lights, flashing, like you accidentally stared into the sun. It is borderline seizure-inducing. Like, it's a lot. But to me, in the best way possible, it's just like a plot twist to me. And Austria's taking a risk. And let's be real, if risk was a Eurovision category, they will definitely get their spot in the Hall of Fame with this staging. Will it turn some people off? Yes, but most people don't know the song before Eurovision, so they will not have that idea of what the staging may look like. So I think this, screams qualifier and it's going to do really, really, really well. And then in my third qualifier, I think we'll finish in third place in the semis, is Finland. And honestly, it was Finland and Austria on my list here. They've been playing musical chairs in my predictions a lot, and I'm finally locking it in. Let's be clear though, that finale with Finland, it's iconic, climbing onto a giant mic that then it's being lifted above the stage like it's the disco queen that she is. Absolutely amazing, visually stunning, but what really sells this, to be honest, is Erika herself. She's out there delivering Ich komme with the confidence of someone who absolutely will, in fact, come. And yet somehow keeps it family friendly. Kinda, barely. I'm sure there will be some families who'll cover the kids' ears and eyes during the second verse at least. But honestly, the way she works that mic stand, that isn't just performance, it's art. Come on, it's so much. I think it was the US Supreme Court who once said, I don't know if I can define porn, but I will know when I see it. Anyways, third place for Finland. Then the country I think will come in fourth place, my fourth qualifier, and that is maybe higher than a lot of other folks have it, but what ifs? Luxembourg. And I personally have been stubbornly bullish on Luxembourg's qualification chances. And after seeing the full performance now in the rehearsal, I'm ready to double down like a gambler who just got a blackjack, man. I am stoked. It's a full-blown immersion into Laura's Dollhouse universe. The first 30 seconds are mind-blowing in particular. And frankly, I'm not sure if I'm watching Eurovision or being gently kidnapped by a very, very stylish animatronic fever dream. It's amazing. I cannot explain it. The effects are next level. The commitment to the song is borderline heroic. I mean, they are committed, and the vocals rock solid as well. Let's not forget about that. This is the kind of performance we will talk about for years to come. They're obviously qualifying, but they are saying, yes, we were gone for 30 years, but we are still more relevant than ever. So, yay. I'm very, very happy with what I'm seeing here with Luxembourg. Okay. I'm certainly not done yet. The country, my fifth qualifier, I think will finish in 5th place in the semi. Australia. And come on. They're going to win the Best Use of Kitchen Appliances award. It was so funny. I mean, a 12-foot blender that they're bringing with them. That's not staging. That's a lifestyle choice. And Gojo is an absolute legend in every shape or form here. He's out there singing about drinking his milk or something. I don't remember exact wording. But with the kind of wink and nudge energy that makes you go, wait. Is he actually singing about dairy? And the spoiler alert, no, he is not. But here's the beauty of it. It's innocent enough the way he does it to fly under the radar if you're not paying attention, and gloriously ridiculous if you do. So, I think it's amazing. And then there's this grandma, because, of course, there's a grandma at Eurovision. 1 second, she's an old lady, feeble, barely able to walk. And then the next thing, she's blended into fabulousness in that big, big blender. And the shirtless reveal, of course, courtesy of the 2 enthusiastic backup dancers, a rainbow explosion of colors on the screen. Oh my God, it's the beat that refuses to quit. It's a performance. It doesn't just open the show, it kicks the door down. And it's so good, y'all. I love it. I absolutely love it. So it has to go through, and it will go through. It's moving on to my 6th qualifier, Malta. Now, Malta, honestly, they embraced the camp of serving, right? They deep fried it in glitter and then launch it into orbit on top of it, of course, because that's how they do it. And this is the kind of performance where you blink and suddenly there's a giant pair of lips with a disco ball inside, and then there are burlesque legs materializing out of nowhere on the LED screen. And wait, they're like, what is it, leopards bouncing on the LED screen? Were those leopards? I couldn't tell, it was so fast. And then people bouncing on Swiss balls on stage. Of course they were. It's Eurovision, baby. Oh man, is it cohesive? Absolutely not. Is it more like someone threw a drag brunch, a circus, and a fever dream into a blender? Australia called, they want the appliance back, by the way. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It is a lot. But it's so fun, it may just bulldoze its way to the grand final with all of that. Could it be a shock non-qualifier? Technically, yes. Will it be? Probably not. Malta's serving chaos, but it's the kind of chaos that makes Eurovision glorious, and I'm here for it. Honestly, maybe I'm just here for the leopards. Dang it, were those leopards? It happened so fast, I was so distracted. Number 7, the 7th qualifier, 7th place, taking another risk here. Latvia. And I'm doing something, predicting Latvia to qualify in 7th place. Not just a borderline qualifier, but a solid qualifier. And yes, that Latvian folk song, that one that doesn't bother with a hook because it's too busy being a full sensory experience, it's a hypnotic ritual to me. And the staging is chef's kiss. That curtain, the lighting, the way the LED make it look like they're lifting a literal bubble and then suddenly growing mythical creature tails. I don't know how to explain it. It's the kind of artistry that makes you forget you were supposed to judging the song and you just want to feel it instead. And it's a beautiful moment. Is it safe? No. Is it conventional? Please. But it's the opposite of everything Eurovision usually rewards. And maybe that is exactly why it might sneak through or will qualify. It's a moment, and if there's any justice in this contest, please, Latvia won't just qualify. They'll haunt us forever, but in the best way possible. So yes, Latvia will go through. Then my 8th place prediction, qualifier number 8, Serbia. And all right, let's address the elephant in the room. The betting odds and the fan polls have Serbia filed under NQ, but I'm here to say, hold on, hear me out, because this is a textbook dark horse to me. Princey isn't just serving a Balkan ballad, as we're talking about. He's serving therapy session, the musical, basically. And those 4 backup dancers, they're not just there for backup. There are his shadows, his inner demons, and honestly, probably his sleep paralysis monsters too. Because, yeah, it's creepy, but in a good way, I guess. The staging is artsy, but not alienating, which is Eurovision for. You don't need a PhD in interpretive dance to understand what's happening here. And I think that's why it's so well done. And then, boom, the last minute hits, right? We all know that. He gets dragged by his demons, by his feet, like a man who just remembered to pay his rent. And all while belting like life depends on it. It's just, something we haven't seen before. It's dramatic, it's theatrical, and it's just a kind of, holy crap, did you see this coming moment that casual viewers will probably really, really like. Suddenly, Serbia's not just a maybe, I think it's a pretty likely qualifier in my book. Also a qualifier in my book for now, my 9th qualifier, Lithuania. But full disclosure on this one, Lithuania's entry is my personal villain origin story, or my kryptonite. This song isn't just dark, it's call your therapist after listening dark. And I'm struggling with that. The staging is equally moody, by the way. So it's like they took the concept of sunlight and said, yeah, hard pass on that one. And if you love the song, you'll probably love the staging. It's cohesive in its gloom. And me here, I'm over here squinting at my screen like, where's the joy? Where's the giant blender? I want my blender. I don't know what I'm saying here. But that said, I'll hand it to Lithuania, by the way. They commit. They're committed to the thing. It's quite impressive. It's an experience, and Europe loves diversity, right? And even if that diversity is like, what if we make the whole audience actually question their life choices? Lithuania might just be that last qualifier where half of the audience goes, wait, what? But then the other half is going to be like, yep, that tracks. And then my number 9, my 10th and final qualifier, I will also go for the non-qualifiers because I want to add that little caveat and disclaimer here that I still think I have still 5 potential qualifiers, but only 1 spot. So the country I'm putting in 10th place for the time being, my final qualifier is Greece. And honestly, Greece, you have me stress eating, I don't know, baklava over here. On paper, I should be worried. Like the melody, it's linear, no ups, no valleys, no nothing. And the hook, let's just say it's playing hard to get. But then Claudia, she opens her mouth and suddenly none of that matters. And that voice isn't just nice. It's like she could sing the terms and conditions and I'll be like, you go girl, nice. Now, I'll admit the 30-second snippet that initially was released left me kind of cold. And now seeing the full performance, the 3-minute rehearsal, it's a glow up, y'all. It's much better. It's cohesive. It's atmospheric. It's, most importantly, it makes sense even if you don't speak Greek. Like you can follow the story a little bit. Am I confident this qualifies? No. But do I want it to qualify? Absolutely. Absolutely, I want this to go through. They're serving vibes, and sometimes that's enough. So fingers crossed that Europe agrees. Okay, y'all. Even though these are currently my non-qualifiers, I have at least 4 that I consider likely or potential qualifiers. That's why I am not very confident in my ranking. So let's get started. Number 11 right now, I have Czechia, and the heartbreak of my predictions this year is, oh man, I do want this in the final, and if they qualify, I'm popping champagne like I just won the televote. So, but here's the cold hard truth about this one. The staging's just not clicking for me. Yeah, they got this 4 backup dancers doing interpretive dance because apparently that's the rule this year that they all have to do it. But unlike Serbia, the demonic shadow theater, this feels unfinished. Like it doesn't lift the song, it just kind of happens next to it. And now, could staging not matter? Sure, maybe Europe just falls hard for the song alone, and I'd like that. But sandwiched between bigger, bolder performances, Czechia is at risk at fading into the background a little bit here, and that kills me to say because the song slaps. It just needs a visual that slaps back. And I didn't see that. Am I ruling them out, by the way? Never. Ever. No, no, no. This is exactly the kind of entry that can sneak through. Don't get me wrong. Just on quality. So consider this my official plea. Europe, prove me wrong on Czechia, because this has to go through. All right. Next up, I didn't put in my top 10. Surprising because it was initially, but it's now my number 12. It is Ireland. And it's the guilty pleasure I refuse to feel guilty about, because it's a late 90s Europop banger about a dead dog in space, I suppose. And I'm fully here for it. Yeah, I'm fully here for it. Like I deserved a dance anthem, and by golly, Emmy delivered here. But here's the sad truth about everything else. The staging is exactly what you think it is. That 30-second snippet that we all saw, that you got to see, I saw the whole thing now, and that's the whole 3 minutes. There's no twist, no grand reveal, just the same adorable but slightly undercooked cosmic dog party. And in a semi that is so stacked, cute just doesn't cut it for sure, I don't think. And I'm agonizing over this because I had it in my top 10 and now not, because I want Ireland to qualify as well. I want to see Like Us Legacy celebrated on Saturday night. I do. But unless Europe suddenly develops a collective soft spot for spacebound deceased pets, and it's Eurovision, you never know. You never know. I will not count it out. This might get stuck in the NQ zone, unfortunately. Then in 13th place is Armenia, and the staging, I will say, is aggressive, but in the best way possible. Parky's using the treadmill, we all know that, and he looks like it's a metaphor for life itself. He's walking, he's running, he's jumping, he's sliding. Man, he's putting more cardio in that one performance than I do all month. And it's just amazing. There's some effects, the energy, everything is chef's kiss. So why is it in 13th place, you're asking? Well, it's simple, because the semifinal is stacked. I don't know what to do, and my top 10 is already bursting at the seams. But let's be clear. Just because of my top 10, this has 100% qualifier potential. So don't count it out. If the viewers connect with this full throttle energy, and I can totally see that happening, then Armenia could easily sprint straight to the final, with or without the treadmill. So do not count out Armenia. Do you hear me? Then in 14th place, I'm putting Denmark. Okay, we got to do some real talk here. Denmark, it got me scratching my head a little. On one hand, the song feels very 2013, like dated though. And I'm totally sold though on the vocals, and the staging itself, it's actually kind of cool. Like those moving curtains, they're framing her and the dancers weaving in and out. It's kind of simple, but it works. But here's the dilemma. It's fine. It's like perfectly pleasant. But in a semi this strong, fine might not cut it. Just like, cute doesn't cut it. But will televoters care enough to vote for it? It seems like the song, like, oh, I like it, it's having a 7th or 8th place, but will people actually pick up and call in for it? That is what I'm not sure about. So part of me thinks, though, this could sneak through as a, wait, how? Kind of qualify, the kind where I'll shrug and say, like, sure, okay. But then I could also see if it doesn't qualify, and I'd be like, yeah, I won't be shocked either. So right now, I don't think it'll qualify, but I will not be shocked if it will make the cut. In 15th place, I am putting Montenegro, and Nina is out here serving Balkan ballad realness, flawless vocals. It's dramatic lighting, and the dress reveal is smooth. It almost distracts you from the fact that the song itself is, well, let's call it comfortably vintage. So she looks and sounds amazing, no question, but the staging, I don't know. Let's just say Montenegro's budget this year was minimalist chic, which is not a bad thing, right? White lights, smoke, and a single walk forward, and then drop the cloak, whatever it is, moment. I think it's kind of effective, but not exactly revolutionary either. So it's a kind of entry that makes you go, wow, she deserves a better song. And because Nina's talent, come on, it's undeniable how good she is. But the song itself, I don't know, it's about as memorable as a nice nap. And I love my naps though, don't get me wrong. Maybe not the best analogy here, but in a semi this competitive, pretty but forgettable is a tough sell. And last, and certainly least, I'm afraid, is Georgia. Oh dear Georgia, this is one of those performances where I watch it and then just think, who on earth approved this? This song is a dramatic old school ballad, fine. It's not my taste, right? But it maybe could have worked with the right staging, I don't know. But instead, they're thrown in for hyper active backup dancers sprint around and waving around flags like they're on the Olympic opening ceremony. And why? This should be a moody, intense moment, not that. I don't know. And then the wardrobe change. She peels off this elegant silver dress and then only to reveal, what is that? A reject from Australia's Milkshake Man or a circus leotard? It's so random and almost loops back to being funny again. But only almost. So look, I don't think any staging could have saved Freedom as I'm saying this. It's just not strong enough of a song, right? But this staging actively works against it. And it's like they took a serious ballad, right? And said, you know what this needs? Chaos. And I love chaos, but this is not the good kind of chaos. So, sorry, Georgia. This ain't it. And there you have it, my very unprofessional review of the 10 qualifiers from first to last. Keep in mind, I'm being silly about it. It's just in good fun. You're allowed to disagree. And as I said, this is a very competitive semi, and any of these songs can make it. What do you think? Who is in? Who is out? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.